friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into a specific no contact and or separation situation. What are they realizing about this connection? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one. This is pile number two. Pile number one is from the Awaken Tarot. And pile number two is Tarot of the Witch's Garden. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Awaken Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one. Specifically for a no contact and or separation situation, what are they realizing about your connection? What is pile one's person realizing about pile one's connection, please? We have the Nine of Cups, the Devil, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, hold on. I gotta do some covering over here. Yeah, I think. Yeah. All right. Give me a second. Let me also get your oracle cards. We have the Zebra. We have Love. And we have New Life. Okay, I'm going to keep it here. All right. Alrighty. Very, very straightforward reading, actually. You make your person very, very happy, pile one. This connection, you are true wish fulfillment for your person. I don't think that your person was aware of it till now, or they're beginning to realize it themselves, because I am feeling that energy. We've got New Life coming out as well, so it seems to be either recent realizations or it is currently happening. I think that there might also be the universe stepping in to show your person the contrast in their life with and without you as well. I would not be surprised. Your person is definitely feeling an impulse to reach out to you, to communicate with you, to tell you, but at the same time it's coming from more from a place of not yet completely healed energies. So the energy coming through, I'm not really certain if it is going to be aligned just yet, because I think that there's a little bit more that your person needs to feel, as in feel more like they're stepping into the light, because I feel like your person might have been battling a lot of dark energies lately, and now they're slowly starting to get out of it, but they're not completely out of it. So they're not yet completely aligned. But I think that there is a big desire in them to reach out to you, to tell you what exactly they're feeling. And I also would not be surprised if you get drunk texts from this person, or you just randomly get messages from this person and then they just disappear. I do feel that on and off energy, because I also am feeling like sudden urges to communicate with you and then just withdraw as well. So I am getting that energy. And I also feel that what they're realizing about this connection is that they're not going to find this kind of happiness anywhere else. And I really think that there is some kind of divine intervention. For the core of it all, for some of you, take that as it resonates. This person loves you, and they're realizing it they're realizing it now, and they're realizing that try as they may, they're not going to find a connection like this. I mean, sometimes you go through life thinking, oh, you know what, there are going to be other people that I can connect with. There are going to be other people that I'm going to meet, and, you know, we're going to be friends, and then we're going to be something more. But it doesn't happen like that, you know. Connections, especially soul connections, they're actually quite rare, you know, and sometimes it takes a few connections that you build and to realize that, no, you know, the one that I had with that one person in mind, and in your person's case, that's you, Pal One. Yeah, I'm never going to find that anywhere. I'm never going to feel that way about anyone else because I've tried, you know, and I feel that your person might have, you know, kind of chosen different options. They might have tried to recreate that feeling with other people as well. I would not be surprised. But they're realizing that the kind of emotional satisfaction that this connection brings them, yeah, they're not going to find it anywhere else. And so there's a little bit of humility that's coming through with your person, like a little bit of curbing of their ego that's coming through, because they're realizing that what they once thought about this connection, maybe they might have rejected it out of ego. Maybe they would have thought that, okay, you know what, I'm going to find something else like this. It's fine. Whatever they once perceived about this connection, yeah, all of that has been washed away, or it is washing away at this point in time, because we kind of did tap into realizing, right? So it's present continuous, and I do feel that there are still more realizations that need to go on your person's end. But the core of this reading for you, Pal One, is your person, first off, is stepping out of darker energies. They're starting to feel more like themselves, and the more that they feel more like themselves, they're realizing that whatever they once perceived about this connection, it's wrong, and they're actually admitting it to themselves. Like I said, that humility is coming through, and at the core of it all, your person is realizing that they love you, and they do have actually very deep feelings for you, and they do want this connection because they're not going to find a connection like this anywhere else. Yes, I do feel that your person is slowly gaining the confidence to come forth. Like whatever chaotic energy they might have been reaching out to you, yeah, all that is going to stabilize. It's going to stabilize over time though, not just yet. I think that you are going to be tapping a little bit more into the you are going to be tapping a little bit more into the on and off energy for a little bit more time. But your person over time is actually going to feel more solid, and soon you're going to see that the offers coming from this person, like the conversations that are coming from this person, it's going to be more from a stable place. It's going to be more from a perspective of securing this connection long term, but not just yet. All right, Paula, and I do want to make that clear, not just yet, because this is still ongoing. It might take a little bit of time for your person to, yeah, I am feeling delay. Even when I'm trying to pull out the cards, I'm struggling a little bit. So I feel like there is a bit of delay coming through, yes. But the offer that's going to come through after your person has found that security, that stability within them, they've truly surrendered to what the divine is telling them, they've truly surrendered to their higher self, yeah, then the offer becomes a little bit more stable, but not right now. I feel like telling you that again and again. But there is an offer coming through. I mean, I'm not even surprised if there's already been offers coming from your person, but that might have been a little bit up in the air. That might have been a bit frustrating for you as well. I can feel that energy, but if you're waiting, like, okay, is there ever going to be a stable offer? Because right now what I'm getting is just so up in the air. It's so confusing. Then I'm telling you, it's going to come, but it's going to take time. All right? It will come, yes, from your person. It is going to come, but it is going to take a bit of time. All right? Yes. I think the more your person surrenders to, the signs and synchronicities, the messages that they're getting from the universe, the more your person surrenders to it, the more they're actually aligning to this connection, and the more they're able to feel that stability within them and act upon it. Not just feel it, but also act upon it. But I do have to say, it's going to take time for your person to fully acknowledge, because this is still an ongoing process. There's still a lot of stability that your person has to recognize within them, and they have to feel that stability. But once they do, and we've got the Magician coming out as well, so once they do, You will feel that shift in their energy. You will feel them coming from a more sure place, and you are going to, like, how you're going to know that your person is ready is the energy first off, but sometimes you might not be able to trust the energy that you're feeling, right? And that's okay. So the way that you're going to know, Palwan, is the offer is going to be long-term, it's going to be stable, and it's going to make you feel like this person genuinely wants to secure your future or the future of this connection long-term. Okay, when you start getting offers of that intensity, that energy, because it's going to be intense, when you start getting offers of that intensity, that's how you're going to know that your person is feeling good from within, and they're feeling secure from within, so they're able to provide that stability, that security to you as well. All right, a little bit of advice coming through over there, but it looks like that's where your person is headed right now, though it might take a little bit of time, but they are intentionally actually making steps towards you, and more importantly, securing themselves so that they can kind of manifest or create a future with you, because there's no one else like you, Palwan, and no one else, no other connection is going to make them feel this way, and your person has understood that. That's what they realized about your connection. The advice coming through for you is have clarity about what you want. Have clarity about what you desire with respect to this connection. And not just that, it's important for you to have the clarity, but it's also important for you to communicate that as well. How one, all right? Let this person know when they come in with this devil energy, when they come in with this on and off kind of energy, set your boundaries. Let them know what it is that you desire. You never know, you telling them what you desire and what you want could actually be the trigger point for them to recognize that, all right, that is the kind of person that I need to be, someone who's capable of delivering that, someone who naturally aligns with that. And so instead of succumbing to the on and off energy, the more you set your boundaries, the more it looks like your person is going to align to that, because we do have the Magician coming up. Maybe right now they don't know what to align to. They don't know what your desires are, what your needs are, what your wants are. So they don't know what to align to, even though there is a desire to align to you and the highest good of this connection. So by communicating what you truly desire and what you truly want from this connection, from your person, and more importantly, what you deserve, Palwan, you are aligning to this connection, and invariably you are allowing your person also to align to that as well. So for you to be able to do that, you have to have the clarity yourself. That is also important, all right? And so the way that I see it is, it's one thing to know, but when you have that clarity within, it becomes easier for you to communicate. It becomes easier for you to align. When you are hazy within, when you have chaos within, yeah, that chaos automatically gets projected outwards, because everything is energy, right? So have that clarity first within yourself, and then communicate it to your person. Set boundaries, especially when they are in that chaotic energy. It is through you setting your boundaries that they will be able to align, or you actually setting the path for their alignment, all right, for their manifestation as well of this connection. All right, Palwan, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you are looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Palwan, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2. Specifically for a no contact and or separation situation, what are they realizing about this connection? What is Pal 2's person realizing about this connection? We have the Knight of Cups, Death, Page of Pentacles, and I've got your Oracle cards as well. Hold on. We have the Lion. We have Doubt. We have Breathe. Okay. I mean, this is definitely, I mean, I intended it to be a no contact and or separation reading, but it's coming clear from the cards as well that your person's definitely taking some time to breathe out from this connection. I don't think that you might be hearing from this person. The reason for that, Pile 2, is because there is a massive transformation that is happening within your person. You're going from a person who constantly doubted this connection, who's constantly succumbing to his insecurity, to someone who's actually having a little bit more faith in this connection, and more importantly, within themselves as well. It's possible that at one point your person might have kind of expected this connection to be all flowery. No judgment over there, but I think that it was that way for a little while. But when it came to actually putting in the work for this connection, when things started grounding in this connection, I don't think that your person was ready for the time and the energy it would take to ground this connection. It could also be that they didn't know or they didn't expect to put in work for the connection, and when I say work, I don't mean like physical work. I mean, the emotional work that it takes to be in a connection. Every kind of relationship, there is a certain amount of work. The difference between an unhealthy relationship and a healthy relationship is the healthy relationships, the work feels aligned. You feel naturally inclined to put in that work. And I don't think that your person was ready for that, or they were mentally prepared, which kind of made it a bit of a misalignment for them at that point in time. The way that I see it, it was good until it wasn't. And I think that there were a lot of real aspects of this connection that your person, they were not prepared to handle at that point in time, because especially when it comes to a romantic connection, right? There's a natural tendency to trigger the other person. And the reason why it happens is because the relationship provides a safe space for those triggers for you to work through it, and oftentimes with the help and support of the other person. But when it comes to an unhealthy relationship, yeah, all of those triggers, they tend to manifest even bigger, and it becomes more chaotic as time goes. But even those triggers, sometimes in a healthy relationship, it can be perceived as abnormal, or if somebody is not used to it, or somebody has been constantly in unhealthy relationships, even those triggers could remind them of the triggers that they felt in an unhealthy relationship, and then kind of them pulling back as a trauma response. So I really feel that could have happened with your person. I think that they thought being in a healthy connection meant no triggers at all. And it's also possible that this person might have been in a lot of unhealthy relationships. So the minute they felt that trigger coming through it, they might have felt that it was a repetition of their past, and they immediately pulled back, or they immediately decided that this connection was not for them. But there is a lot of transformation that is happening within your person as we speak, and that seems to be the biggest realization that they're having about this connection, that triggers are going to happen in every connection that you are in. Yes, it is part of your soul contract with the other person, but when you trust yourself, when you are in a healthy connection, those triggers are a way for you to work through in a safe environment. And your person's understanding that even though the triggers might be the same or might be similar, the environment that they are in is different, is significantly different with you. And they're realizing to trust the environment, they're realizing to trust the connection, and more importantly, to trust you as well. So I think that your person might have been very, very protective of their heart for quite some time, but now they're realizing that with the right person, you can trust them to let go a little bit of your sense of control as well. So a lot of changes happening within your person, big changes. I don't expect you to hear from this person anytime soon, just because the realizations are pretty massive, and frankly it is through this time out that your person is working through the triggers that they feel when they are in a healthy relationship. They are the triggers that they feel when they are in a healthy connection. That too seems to be something that your person needs to work through, and it might be something that they need to work through on their own at this point in time. So I don't see this person reaching out anytime soon, Pal 2, though I know it might be very difficult for you to hear, but I feel that all of this is actually aligning to the highest good of your connection, so that at one point your person will feel ready to be a part of a healthy connection, and be open to the amount of work that it takes to be in a healthy connection with someone. All right, so right now, very, very pause energy. It's like, how would I say this? The pause energy is just beginning for your person. So there's a bit of a transformation, actually a very big transformation that's meant to happen. That it's going to happen on its own. Yes, I did feel that. It is going to happen on its own. And it is something that your person has to go through on their own. Feel secure within themselves, step into more courageous and confident energies, and only then will they be able to contribute to this connection. So it's going to take a bit of time, Pal 2, all right? But it looks like your person is evolving. Yes, I think that your person might have had a very wrong perception of this connection, and all of that is smoothing out as we speak. That is also part of the realizations that they are having about this connection, that this person might have shut down completely the minute they thought this bore similarities with previous unhealthy connections, but they're realizing that no, the environment was different, the dynamic is different, you are different, and the energy that you give them also is very different. And that also seems to be deeper realizations for your pile in particular, Pile 2. I'm getting very, very deep and very intense transformations as well as realizations, which is why I feel like this energy is going to be in this form for a bit more time, right? But big stuff that your person's going through at this point in time, because eventually I think that your person does have a vision for themselves about this connection. Like, they do want to contribute to this connection, but I feel that at this point in time, a person might be so worried about self-preservation that they might be going on another extreme to protect themselves and to completely withdraw from this connection. But over time, one of the big realizations that they are going to have about this connection is through this healing that's happening right now, that they're going to realize that, yes, there are going to be ups and downs in a healthy connection too, but what's different in a healthy connection is the person that you're doing it with. They're going to be a support rather than dragging you down even further than the lows of the connection. They're going to hold you there. Both of you are going to hold each other in place and be a stable presence in each other's lives. And it's more so not like the energy between the two of you. Your person's going to realize that it's a lot more stable, it's a lot more secure than the previous connections that they've had. So it's a little bit of their past wounds coming up to surface and triggering them to behave in a different way right now, but they are working through that, or it is being triggered so that they can heal it at this point in time. And it looks like they are taking some kind of divine guidance. I would not be surprised if they have, a team of spirit guides who are helping them through this, or they might think of it as the universe helping, or whatever faith they believe in. I do feel that they are accepting help. They are taking, but it is going to take time. Pal 2, like again and again, it's coming through for me. So maybe it's important for some of you to hear. I know it's very, very difficult to hear. I understand that. But at the same time, like now now you know where your person is at. You know what's going on, and you know where they're at in their stage of healing. So I think that helps you mentally prepare for the wait, and it helps you emotionally also secure yourself for the wait, all right? One advice for you, Pal 2, one advice for Pal 2, please. You too need to go within, Pal 2. You too have a lot to understand about this connection. Your person getting triggered might be triggering you as well. It might be triggering your abandonment wounds. It might be triggering your past wounds about romantic relationships or even other connections as well. So it looks like you too need this time to go within, to heal, to understand why you're being triggered, to heal from that as well, and to grow as a person. So it looks like maybe there is growth meant to happen on both of your ends and not just your person. There is a transformation that is meant to happen. And it looks like on your end, it's more of learning lessons, soul lessons that you're meant to learn on your own at this point in time because of this person, because of this soul contract. All right, so take some time and like ask yourself, all right, oftentimes when I'm in a situation like this is what I ask myself. I ask myself, well, okay, there is some kind of lesson that I'm supposed to learn at this point in time. What is it? What is this trying to teach me? What is this experience trying to teach me? What am I supposed to learn at this point in time? What is the transformation that I'm meant to bring about within me so that I can handle this situation with peace within me, regardless of the chaos within me? What is the understanding that I need to have about myself, about the situation, about the other person, about the universe, or some kind of spiritual knowledge that I'm meant to gain at this point for me to find that peace within myself despite the chaos that is going around me. And of course, the answers are not going to magically come to you. It never does, as much hope as I often try to have about it. But no, the answers don't come immediately, but it takes a lot of meditation. It takes a lot of time for those answers to come through, but I keep those questions up at the forefront of my mind as an intention so that I am open to messages that might be coming through from the universe, like through signs and synchronicities, through lyrics in the music, or through maybe some random piece of paper that I end up reading, or through something that someone says. I try to keep an open mind and try to absorb the messages that are coming through. And oftentimes I get my answers by being intentional about opening myself up to the answers, right? For that, you need to keep the questions in your forefront. Keep setting that intention that I'm open to the answers. I'm going to find the answers either within myself or it's going to come through and I'm going to identify it, all right? So that might be something that could be helpful for you at this point, Pal 2. But you might also have your own process to find answers, to bring about that understanding, to learn your soul lessons. Feel free to use mine as a starting point or to figure out how you can blend it in with your method as well. Absolutely, I'm just sharing my point of view as in what has worked for me in the past and still continues to work for me. In case some of you out there might not know where to begin, this might be a good starting point. But I always say, any advice that comes through from me, I say this to everyone that I meet, it should always, always, always be a starting point for you to figure out what works for you, all right? And any advice that you get, not just from me, from anybody else as well, their advice comes from their place of understanding, their place of experience. It may, or most often than not, actually not completely align with what you are experiencing and who you are as a person, your things that contribute to who you are, like maybe the life that you're leading, the other people in your life. So whatever advice that you get from anyone out there, me included, all right, always use it as a starting point to figure out what aligns with you. I don't know why I needed to say that, but it looks like maybe there was someone out there who needed to hear it. So, of course, use discretion when it comes to advice, but oftentimes use it as a good starting point for you, to figure out what works for you. And oftentimes that you figuring out what works for you comes through trial and error. But eventually you will figure it out because you know yourself the best. You know what works for you the best. And rather than taking what works for someone else, it helps. It just helps. It makes things a lot easier for you to align with what works for you and to tweak that advice in a way that works for you, who you are individually. All right. I am going to stop talking and leave you here for now. Pal 2, take care of yourself. I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. And I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. And my private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Hellooo, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.